For today's video, I'm going to be doing a winter/Christmas bake with me in 2020. So in today's video, we're going to be baking my iconic chocolate chip cookies. Since I made these first, I haven't stopped making them. The recipe will be on my food page soon, or maybe up already. I don't know when this video is going to be coming out. But make sure you go and check it out, or go and follow the food page if it's not out already, because these are insane, these cookies. With some milk, if you have a fireplace, put on the fire with a cup of milk, have your cookies, watch a Christmas film, and your weekend, if you have another weekend, it's made, it's perfect. Your week will be made if you have the video. A big huge thumbs up and subscribe down below. Now let's get started making these chocolate chip cookies. So the full recipe that I do makes around 30 cookies, but I'm going to be halving that recipe today, and I'm going to be making around 15ish estimated. So I'm going to be halving up the recipe. So usually it's like 150 grams of unsalted butter, so I'm going to be using 75 grams today. So basically I'm just going to be weighing it out here, and we're going to be talking a little bit about Christmas like I did do in my Halloween Bake With Me 2021 also. Loving the little fit today. I'm going to be going on a little cute fall walk, fall/winter walk. It still is like fall because we don't really get the leaves fully off the trees. Yeah. If you are making these cookies, just make sure that your butter is already softened, or you can just, even if you are using like a block of butter, like I'm using half and half. So what I would do is just heat up in the microwave for about 10 seconds and then it should be softened. Now we're going to move on to is the sugar and flour. So use half and half, use half caster sugar and half brown sugar. Ideally you can use kind of brown sugar, but you can't just use caster on its own. So ideally try to use half of each, and these will turn out perfect for you. So this is what my butter looks like. Even if you did kind of over melt half of it, if you used light butter for the other one like I did, it's still fine, it'll work completely fine. We're supposed to use a whisk for this recipe, but today I'm not, because I'm really not bothered to taking all this out and all. But yeah, mainly use a whisk if you want to use the whisking method in your cookie. So now what I'm doing is adding in 40 grams of brown sugar, and then I'm going to be adding in 40 grams of granulated sugar or caster sugar. Brown sugar just gives it much more flavour as well in the cookies, and baking cookies is my favourite thing to do around this time of year. It's just so amazing. The smell of the sugar as well just reminds me of Christmas, and I think as well it just reminds me so much of gingerbread man, and that's just like Christmas, like so good. Half of 225. Okay, so we're going to add in roughly around 112 grams of flour. So I'm just probably going to do 110 grams of flour. It doesn't really matter too much if you're off a tiny little bit with the flour, it really doesn't matter at all. And then you're going to add in a little bit of baking powder. I'm not going to really, I think I added too much. So that's why you should measure everything out. I just wasn't bothered. Take out another spoon as usual with everything, and now I need to clean up. Anytime I bake, get everything everywhere. What does everybody want for Christmas this year? I want probably some more Ariana Grande perfumes, but this isn't even a probably, it's like 100% Ariana Grande perfume. Like most of my Christmas list is just Ariana Grande perfume, because I'm trying to like not complete my collection because I can't get Frankie. I need to wait until probably to Americans get back, because over here in Ireland we don't really have Frankie. I've never really seen it anywhere, and like it's one of the rarest ones, and like as well with Sweet Like Candy limited edition as well, with that really hard to get. So I'm just going to keep looking out everywhere for those, but mainly I'm going to be looking for some Ariana Grande perfumes. I want to get like a whole set of like gold earrings, gold necklace, some gold earrings, you know, like stuff like that, so I can have like a whole gold set of jewellery to wear. So mine is turning into the proper form that I should be. I made these ones before, they turn out really watery. So just keep in mind, if it is a little bit more watery, just add in a little bit more flour, or maybe add it in the ingredients of it wrong, because they will spread out a lot more easier when you bake them. So I am just adding in more flour, because what I did realise, I've never actually halved the recipe before, but when you do halve the recipe, the egg, because you usually do only use one egg when you do the full recipe, so that is when you use only one egg, when you halve it as well, the recipe is kind of a little more watery. So just add in the flour until it gets into more of a doughy consistency, and I'm going to add in a drop of milk as well. And your dough should look somewhat like this, and what I like to do is leave it to set for 2 to 3 hours in the fridge if I have the time to do that. Now everyone may not have the time, so it's still fine, you can still just serve them straight away. That's what I do when I'm in a bit of a rush sometimes. So I'm just going to let this set, because I find they just when you leave them to set, they have a bit more flavour and they rise much more better. So I'm just going to leave these to set for that time, and I'll be back with you guys once I'm back from my little winter walk. So guys, I'm now ready. So my cake or cookie batter kind of hardened a little bit in the fridge after a little while. So when that does happen, all you have to do is add in a little bit more milk, and that will basically make it much more smoother and less hard. I just did that, but make sure you don't add in loads. Literally the tiniest drop will go a long way with these. So I'm just chopping up all my chocolate. I actually don't have any chocolate chips. So what I like to do as well, because I find that when you use chocolate chips, they're not as big. So when I use the cookie and chocolate bar and chop up myself, it's much better because you can do chunkier pieces of chocolate if you do prefer that. But if not, you can just use any sort of chocolate you have in your house or any chocolate chips. So I've just done that here, and I have my lovely mixture here. It looks so nice, and I'm about to put these on the tray. And I have an ice cream scooper here, so I don't have a cookie scooper. But if you have an ice cream scooper, it's around the exact same size that will make a cookie size perfect. So that's what I'm going to do, is scoop it out. And I'm not really too sure how many I will get. The recipe said 15, but it just kind of depends, and anyways, how you do make it and how watery or how thick you do make your mixture. So I will be doing a lot of Christmassy videos this year, which I'm really excited about. I'm going to be doing, I said I just got to do more on Halloween, but then I didn't end up even doing too many on Halloween that I wanted to do. I did want to do a lot more on Halloween. But sure, anyways, I'm going to be doing a lot of Christmas ones over these 2 months. I'm just going to start a lot more earlier, and then I know I'll get like more done. So this is around the size that you'll do. Kind of like try molding it into like a little ball here. I'm going to fix them at the end just because it's hard to do this. I don't even think this will work. I just saw someone do it, and it looked the perfect size to the ice cream scoop that I have. Then I'm going to put these in the oven. I actually forget how long. I think it's 20 minutes I usually put these in there for. But it may vary on the size that you're doing yours with. So my ones are kind of, I'm going to do mine like a normal size of a biscuit. So I say they'll take around 20 minutes, 20 to 25 minutes in the oven, and then I'll take them out once they're done, check them. Then surely you can just put them in for a bit of a longer time if you want to put them back in, if you don't think they're cooked enough. And anyways, if you want to see any certain Christmas content coming from me, just comment down below, because I do want to do loads this year. But this is what you're supposed to do, and anyways, is roll this into like a ball thing. And just keep that on the tray, and then that'll be fine. If you're doing measuring, that is great for the ice cream scooper, but don't put it on the tray with it. It's just not great. It just doesn't come off. Make sure they are a good bit like separated from each other, because they will end up just sticking together in the oven, and that's why if your mixture is a lot more watery, they will stick together on top of that. Comment down below your favourite Christmas song. So mine's probably Rocking Around the Christmas Tree. I also love All I Want for Christmas, but I don't think it's in my top 3. That's like one of the more ones that I've listened to more, but I don't feel like it's in my top 3. But I do love that song so much as well. And of course, any song off of Christmas and Chill. That's like the best Christmas album ever by Ariana Grande. This is just like my favourite thing. I just find this like so cozy, like baking cookies, then just having, like, I went on a lovely little wintry walk. It was so cold, it's getting dark so early as well, which I'm loving so much. So just all the winter vibes, it's so good. I did add in a good bit of chocolate chips into my cookies, because the more you add it in, the better it gets, because the more fudgier your cookies will turn out. You can also do these plain, but if I was to do mine plain, I'd probably just go for a bit of a shortbread mix. Some people may like them plain, or you can add in milk chocolate. I did these the last time I added in milk chocolate, white milk chocolate. They were lovely also. And with Vlogmas, I didn't do it last year, but this year, because it's just so much with school and I obviously can't do Vlogmas, but I might do like for Vlogmas like a bonus video a week. So maybe the way I post once a week, every Monday I post at 6 PM. So maybe I could post twice a week. Like I used to post on a Sunday and a Wednesday, and then I just cut that down to once a week on a Monday, and my whole like schedule changed. Just because I'm scaling stuff, I find it much more better. I get better quality videos out for you guys if I do that. And my birthday is also in December. If you didn't already know, my birthday is the 21st of December. So I'm really excited for that too. That's coming up very soon, and like everything just like happens at Christmas. Like there's so much that happens at Christmas, which I'm so excited for. So guys, that is all for today's YouTube video. If you did enjoy it, please make sure to give it a huge thumbs up and subscribe down below, and then make sure to be ready for all the Christmas content coming very soon, and I'll see you guys very soon.